SK to KID. Let's be clear. We got another one. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Yo, let's be clear. 6 to 8, we right here. You never heard this before. We taking over all year. Let's get it. Don't talk about the radio unless we in it. Going so hard, we setting the bar just like Ray Charles, can't see no limit. You better respect it. You better respect it. Put some respect on our name. We changing the game. Put that in your brain. Yeah. Sit up in your chair. Be full of your way. Better take what you hear. Start bringing it here and making it clear. So open your ears and listen up. Different question every week. Tune in, get the answer. First you gotta get the app and that's free. Download Win DC or go real live on the book. Pull up on Nina and Becky. Have your conversation ready. 2018 is getting heavy. Get familiar. You gon' hear this all year. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Hey, talk about it. We gon' get it started right here. Let's be clear. 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 Get familiar. You gon' hear this all year. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Hey, talk about it. We gon' get it started right here. Let's be clear. 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 Yeah.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome.
What it do, peeps?
Y'all want me to do the song over?
Know.
Y'all want me to do the song over again? Since y'all got the hottest jam or whatever.
Ready, know.
I can play it over in case y'all want me to. Y'all how y'all song is.
I mean, they already know what's on the street.
Exactly.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Y'all know what today is? It is the 1 year anniversary of Let's Be Clear. Woo-hoo-hoo. Let me be clear. It's the 1 year anniversary of Let's Be Clear being on Win DC Radio.
Yes.
Let me be very clear on that because it's not our first year doing it, but it is our first year on Win DC Radio. So, we's here. On this wet Tuesday. It's been raining all day. All day. It's been raining. So it's been one of those dreary joints, I'm sure, for everybody. What's going on, y'all?
What's happening?
What to do?
It is what it is. Happy anniversary.
Until it ain't.
To the ladies of Let's Be Clear.
We appreciate you, bruh.
You know, I mean, I do want to say that y'all have come a long way. Seriously, though. All jokes
What?
aside.
What?
No, y'all have. Like, for it to start out as a joke.
That's not for you to talk about.
Y'all coming. So why would you, when I say y'all came a long way, y'all should have been
y'all
should have been like, oh, okay,
That
cool.
sound like a little pimp.
No, it was
it wasn't.
Pimp.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
Actually, no, I'm doing it with all sincerity. Seriously, y'all came a long way.
Oh, okay, because we
All
didn't
right.
know. We didn't know.
We ain't know where you was going with that.
We ain't know where you was popping off with that.
No, it was all sincerity. Seriously, like.
Oh,
hey,
okay.
That's what that was. Really.
Appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
See what I'm saying?
We appreciate you.
It wasn't no pum behind it. So I do want to say that.
Well, we thank you. So we up in this joint. Before me, myself, and Becky tell y'all how we got started, we first want to thank all of y'all because a lot of our viewers have been with us since when we first started.
Yeah.
Say day one. Just say day one.
Day one. Yeah, day one, actually. They're the reason. That there's actually a Let's Be Clear. So, we're going to give y'all a quick background. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time on that because we just don't need to. But Let's Be Clear started as a spin-off from Mike's original show, Let's Be Honest. And they were doing Let's Be Honest in the basement of our house. And one day they had, sorry about that. They had a very controversial.
Rookie mistake.
They had a controversial topic. And it required female
Input.
So when we got on when we sat down there, we gave our input. And I said to elaborate upon the point I was making. I said, let's be clear. Such and such is whatever the topic was. I can't remember what the topic was, but that's how it got started. And I'm always saying, let's be clear. So that's why we ended up being Let's Be Clear. And we started doing a podcast from the basement too. And it's pretty much like it is now. Becky and I would do a whole bunch of topics. A lot of topics, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of our topics surrounded men in the beginning stages. Not so much bashing them. It just seemed to always
People
have
had
something to do with relationships.
And issues. And wanted to talk about it.
Yeah. And that's how it went. But I don't know, Becky, do you remember any of the things that we was doing?
Another rookie mistake.
Do you remember any of the first topics?
And another rookie mistake. What am I doing?
Right.
Hey, I can get got too.
But it seems like all of the gots always happen on Let's Be Clear.
No,
you did it too.
I'm on Let's Be Clear. This stuff don't happen on Mike's Corner.
Ever.
Happy
Mr.
birthday,
Producer.
ladies. Happy birthday.
Right.
Thank you.
Papa Joe say good evening, lovelies.
Hi, Papa Joe.
What's up, Salon?
So do you remember?
Whew. Dang, we had so many. I know we did something revolving around love and the different stages of love.
We might need to bring that back around because that was a good one.
We did a segment on singles, married, and divorced, and the different stages of that.
Yep.
We did a couple Q&As of getting to know.
Oh, we did. Yeah, we did
sharing some things about
us. Yeah, we did do that. We did do that. We did. The people sent in questions.
Yeah.
And we literally told them there was nothing couldn't be asked, and we was answering some stuff that we probably shouldn't have answered.
Yes.
So that is exactly how.
She said friendship was one topic.
Oh yeah.
We did do friendship. We did do friendship. Those were in the beginning stages, so we probably have to bring those back around at some point
because
they were good ones, and time has passed, so our opinions on certain things may have changed.
And they still relevant.
Well, they are. Yeah, they're always going to be relevant. So again, we really appreciate y'all for sticking with us. We probably have new people watching us, and the one thing that myself and Becky, we both preach is we're transparent. So a lot of things that you hear on the show, we just talk about what's actually going on with us or things that we know about. Yeah. I know people tend to
it's the real
just
deal.
talk.
No sauce on it.
Yeah, it's nothing edited up in this joint.
No.
So some things that had y'all like, damn, Neen, that was you? And you might be like, damn, Becky, that was you. You might be saying, damn, Becky, a little more than you might be saying, damn, Neen.
Yeah.
Becky had me saying, damn, Becky.
Yeah. Becky might have you saying, damn, Becky, a little more than me. But we are transparent. We don't mind people knowing the bull crap that we've been through and the good stuff that we've been through. We just feel, for us, that's what makes our show clear.
Yeah. And if it can help at least one person.
And the thing about it is, it does.
Yeah.
I get DMs all the time about something that we said or something that we spoke on that actually helped somebody, and that's the point. We have fun here too, but we tend to talk about topics that actually matter.
Yeah, just real life issues.
Yeah.
That we all go through.
I mean, we do the entertainment and the gossip too. Everybody like a little bit of gossip, especially in the entertainment world, because some of the stuff that they be doing, you just can't believe. You can't believe some of the stuff that be going on out there. But You know,
Ooh.
I don't know what that was about because
Really?
you can leave.
That was so rude.
That was rude, and you can go. And you'll also see that we don't give a shit. You can go.
Like, really, dude.
Cause today probably be that day you get cussed out. I don't know how
And
everybody
really,
feeling.
you gonna get your real pink slip today.
Yeah, I
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, Sean.
don't. I'm trying to tell you, Sean. You might not want to do it.
Lisa Dove said happy anniversary. I'm sorry, Lisa Dove Washington, happy anniversary.
Thank you, Lisa.
Star say happy anniversary.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. Shamia say happy anniversary, cousins.
Thank
you.
Will say happy anniversary, fam. Wish y'all nothing but success.
Thanks, William.
Because y'all know Papa
Olifant.
Papa Joe say happy 1 year.
So anyway, what was going on with y'all today?
Work. Isn't that
How was your
great?
weekend?
Damn, how was my weekend? Like, it was all right, I guess. I mean, it was good. I mean, I can't remember too much I done did over the weekend. But I know I went over, shout out to Lady Wright Delights for her dinners again this week. Her and Ski, I went over there for a minute and chatted up with them, and it was a long overdue conversation I had with them. So that was just the highlight of the weekend, for real. So
That's what's up, Sean.
Hello, ladies. Again, happy
before
anniversary.
Sean speaks, Star say pink slipping hand, Sean. I'm saying don't do
Early Star, like
Yeah. You
Kiss-
already
Kiss
know,
me,
Star.
She said, I'll take your spot, Sean. Bye.
Hey, what up?
You
Oh,
better, you
wait a
better
minute.
stay on your toes.
Early.
Hey,
You
look,
better
y'all
stay
ain't
on
gonna have
your
no, y'all ain't
toes.
gonna have no daggone image with a question mark on my set.
yeah, you
Adrian
can.
Dub
Don't
was
get the
watching
question
us from
mark.
Texas.
Hey, Adrian.
He said happy anniversary.
Thank you.
And
What's up?
Brooklyn
You
Storm,
owe me a smoothie.
Brooklyn Storm.
Well,
Y'all know,
that's a no.
Y'all know what she
Because we're gonna
watching
keep
from.
saying thank you at the same time.
Brooklyn Storm. Brooklyn Storm, but y'all know she watching us from Brooklyn.
Actually, she's not.
She down here?
Yeah.
What?
Okay, well.
I gotta see you, sis.
Yeah, so she said happy anniversary too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sean, I guess we can go ahead now.
Again, happy anniversary to the ladies of Let's Be Clear, 1 year.
Thanks, Sean.
And it's been a pleasure to be on the show with you guys for a year. You know, even though I wasn't supposed to be here. But my weekend was pretty good. We chilled out,
Yeah.
ain't do too much. We do the normal Sunday meetings and we always have a good time. But my weekend was real chill. Real chill.
Cool.
Oh, Gabby. Oh, Lisa Dub Washington, Win DC Radio fam. Happy anniversary from Girls Gabbing Radio Show.
All
Thank
right,
you, Girls
thank
Gavin
you.
Radio Show. We appreciate you.
When do y'all come on, Lisa? Let us know.
So listen, tonight is a packed show only because the topics are real.
They come on Sundays from 7 to 8.
The topics are real, and we are probably going to spend a little bit of time on them. So first, let me start off. Let me start off by saying the topic on well, it's really not bullying, but the topic on children and suicide had me at my desk today literally crying because I knew that there were a lot of kids that have committed suicide, but because they happen in other areas, we don't necessarily hear about some of them. Some of them come across our local news, but some don't. And I just Googled to just see, get some information because that's what we do here. We try to at least know what we talking about. And the list was unreal. I couldn't believe it. So it's a little bit for me tonight, but it's definitely something that we need to talk about because I have a lot of school age children in my family, and you can just be going about your business and not even know that kids are being bullied or things are happening to them or they're facing certain things at school or even at home. So that's gonna be that's gonna be a little touchy for me. But anyway, I thought that we could start with the question of the week only because that joint was crazy. And it was a scenario that Mike and I saw, and we just felt that it was we thought that it was a good one for the show. I can't pull it up because something's going on right here, but Mike, if you go to Let's Be Clear's page, the poll ended, you should be able to see the percentage. So the question was, I started it with a scenario. You are sleeping with your husband. You don't really want to do it, but you are scared to say no because you're scared of him. Okay? So you're scared of him. So you're not telling him no.
Okay.
Okay? You kill him. And I want, first, before you get to the you kill him, I want to know if it's still rape. You haven't verbally told him no at all. But he has you so scared that you feel like saying no would create a situation for you. So is it still rape?
No.
Wait. But you kill him. Okay. And the major question is, do you think that a person that's in that position should go to jail? Now, mind you, he did not physically abuse her, but his mental abuse was on 1,000. Literally, she had to sit and watch TV with the gun sitting right there, knowing you make a move, I'm coming at you. So that was the question. Should she go to jail?
No, I mean you gotta. It's three. It's like 3 in 1. It's like 3 different questions in one.
It's 2 questions in one. Is it rape? And should she go to jail for it if she kills him?
My answer is no. It's not rape. I mean, no. Yes, it is rape, but then it should be in the. She shouldn't get locked up because that'd be self-defense. Because if they put it underneath the mental abuse, like the verbal and mental abuse, if they put it under that, even though he didn't physically, hold her down and this and that, but if she was already mentally captive by him.
But but she's not.
She's not captive.
She's not. And what I'm saying to you is, I'm saying there was no physical abuse, meaning he's not holding her captive.
There's really no record of mental abuse.
But if he's verbal,
there's no record of the verbal mental abuse.
But if he's verbally abusing her and she's scared of him because of his verbal, that's just like R. Kelly.
Right, but what I'm saying is no.
No, but I mean I'm just saying
Right,
mentally.
okay. But
You're right, that's right.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Some people will categorize it as rape in their mind. But is that the classic definition of rape? Because I thought that in order for it, I could be wrong, but I thought in order for it to be classified as rape, you had to verbally
say no.
No.
Rape is forcible sex.
Right.
But what about, I mean, come on now. You got people that's being held against their will.
Well, in her case, I'm saying that,
she's being held against her will, even though it's not physical.
No, she's not being, that's why I couldn't give you.
It's your wife.
That's why there's a dialogue, because that's the point.
It's your wife. Y'all having sex. The whole time, she really don't want to have sex, but she never tells you that. She never tells you that she don't want to have sex.
But she feels like this is the whole thing. She feels like she's being forced.
Right.
But
so why isn't she being forced?
What do you mean?
If you say she feels
because
like she's being
just
forced,
normally having sex with his wife like he normally does.
She's not saying no.
Right, she's not saying no, but mentally she's not there.
She's not saying no, and she's not warning him off, like pushing him away or doing anything like that, because she said that she was scared.
Right. So her being scared is enough proof for her to say, if it ever came down to it, and they
when did you tell me you were scared?
But that's the thing, though.
When did you tell me you were scared?
So what if she go to the cops and press charges?
No, ain't no what if she didn't.
No, I'm just saying, what if the
person
you
can't do the what if.
Now I'm telling you how the scenario went. Her husband this is her Of course, he's not here to tell the story
side.
anymore. So she said that she was being forced to have sex with her husband. She did not tell him no. She still did it. And then when she got tired of it and fed up, she killed him, walked into a bar with the gun, and told them to call the police. She went to the precinct and said, I killed my husband, but he was raping me.
Yeah, I don't think she should be locked up.
No,
Okay,
I
well,
think
I'm
she
going
should.
to tell you.
I think she should.
I'm going to tell you what I think. And this is coming
up.
from a woman.
Star says no, that's not rape, but it's domestic violence. And 2, no, she shouldn't go to jail. But my question is, did she ever report the mental abuse?
No.
No. Legally, she goes to jail because there's no reports wherever filed. Lisa says if he is instilling fear in her, it's abuse. Star said it's domestic violence. The tag is mental abuse. However, her justification is not warranted.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell y'all.
Hold up. Will said no reports of abuse, and she killed him. She should go to jail.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you this. It's not rape because not one time did you warn him off or go and say that you were forced. There's no record of it. Okay? He could have very well been mentally abusing you. However, he wasn't a threat to you when he killed you, when you killed him. Right? So there's no way that you can
Use
there's no way
as
that
an-
you can
as a
use
reason why.
Self-defense. Because if he mentally abused you 2 hours ago, but there's no reason why you can't leave that house. He was asleep. I'm just saying, he sleep, right? That's what men do. You jump bones and you go to sleep. So he was not a threat to her. He was not an imminent threat. She was in no danger at that point.
Papa Joe.
She should have left.
Papa Joe said, my question, how many times did this happen before she killed him? Star said, how long were they married? They were married for a while, Star.
They were married for 6 years. And Papa Joe, it happened several times, but they were married for 6 years, and her claim was she was being mentally abused for the 6 years, but she had no one or nothing to back her
But
up.
wait, there's a twist to it. We got to add the twist to it.
Go ahead.
Her husband is a police officer.
See, what you're doing is you are weighing the jury. Him being a cop doesn't matter. All cops don't stick with all cops if you're doing
Nah,
some
that's
bad
what
shit.
That's why she didn't say it though.
How do you know that?
There we go. That's what
A lot of things is like they're not, because some people know, even if you file a claim like that on a police officer, they're not going to. It's not going to really be looked at like somebody that's not an officer, because the police officer is going to back other police officers. Somewhere in that precinct, he's going to get some type of backing.
I'm not
But even her
it's
knowing
the
that
code.
though, by him being there, then she should know that I can't just come out here and say, "Oh, he was raping me," but I didn't tell him no.
Listen exactly.
That
Listen
makes
to
no
what I'm
sense.
saying. I'm just playing devil's advocate. I in no way condone any type of abuse at all. I'm just playing on the other side, because these are the things that are gonna play inside of a courtroom.
Right.
Okay, you have to prove beyond
Yeah.
a reasonable doubt your claim.
Yeah, she should have reported it. I mean, I can say that.
Especially with him being a cop.
She should
And
have
Especially
having,
with-
and having the law on
Yeah,
his side
especially
pretty
with
much.
it being now your story
Against a
your
cop?
word against
Yeah.
a dead man's word,
Exactly.
whether he was a cop or not.
But the thing about it is her word against his, and she can get off.
He dead.
He
I
did.
know, but what I'm saying is, who are they going to believe?
Right. Why? But this is what I'm saying. Why should I believe her?
Okay, yeah.
See what I'm saying?
And with no proof and him being a cop,
Why
she's
should I
definitely
believe
going to
her?
jail.
She should have documented something at least once.
She should have had paperwork on him.
At least once.
Unfortunately, paper trails don't always help, because women get these restraining orders, and then
They-
the
they
men
lift them.
still come and the men still come and do things to them and all of that stuff. And the law doesn't really help, because they tell you to get the restraining order, but we can't arrest him until he does
Yes,
something
that's the
against the restraining order,
You gotta
which
find
means
other ways
you may
to
have to
document
die before anything happens to this person. So all I'm saying is, even if she was planning to do it, I would have planned it. And I'm talking planned it. So I would have been reporting. No, even, knowing in my mind this man is abusing me and I can't take it anymore, and I feel like him dying is my only way out, I'm going to plan it.
Yeah, she should have did that because she would have really got off of self-defense.
Now she just had enough that day.
Right, she just
That's
snapped.
her. She snapped. But her attorney still couldn't get her off
Yeah.
because the way that she told the story was, I killed my husband. I took his gun and I shot him. Why? He was raping me for years. Did he physically abuse you? No. Did he mentally abuse you? Yes. Now, that's the whole thing. Not one time did she have any type of remorse for doing it. It sometimes all of that plays a part in the eyes of a jury.
At that time, she ain't care.
And the fact that you didn't actually kill him when you say he raped you.
No, she did not.
You still waited.
She waited.
You still waited.
She waited.
So then they got her with premeditated murder.
Star say
Not premeditated. She didn't get caught. She didn't get premeditated. She got second degree.
Okay.
Because again, you have to prove beyond a reasonable
That it
doubt
was
that it was
planned.
premeditated.
Yeah. Right.
There was no
Yeah, you're right.
you know, there was no way that you can that you could actually say she she thought about this. She thought it out.
Star say no. She go to jail. She never reported the abuse to anyone. Doesn't matter if she was an officer, if he was an officer or has more reason to tell. She doesn't go to the precinct. She goes to the DA and files charges, period. She's guilty. Papa Joe said that's murder in my mind because she let this go on for 6 years. If he was raping her, she should have been tired in the first or second year. Erica said men and women always have that one person they tell things to, whether directly or indirectly. What's up, Funk? The question was, or the topic is right now that we're talking about is that a husband and wife was married. The wife ended up killing the husband. And her reason for killing the husband saying he was raping her for the 6 years they was married. But it's no physical abuse of no kind of sort, physical or mental abuse.
There's no proof of it.
There's no proof of it. So one of the questions is, if you're having sex with your wife and she never says no,
Even though she don't
want to, is that rape?
Because she's scared. You missing it.
Because she's scared.
She's scared to say no.
In my opinion, I think if she's having sex with her husband and she never says no, he don't know that she don't want to.
He knew.
I mean,
He knew the mental abuse that he was. I'm going on the side that the mental abuse was really happening. He knew.
Right.
He took his gun and set it on the table every night. And while he didn't physically abuse her,
That was enough.
try to leave. See that right there?
but
So-
he didn't say that though.
I didn't say he said it. Okay. Listen, let me tell you something. You put a damn gun on the table in front of me every night, I'm going to be like, okay, this dude tripping. And I'm out. Because
It ain't gonna.
what?
It ain't
for
gonna
what?
be but 1 or 2 nights.
Nah, I don't
what
want.
reason
I
do
don't-
you need
I
your
don't-
gun out?
I don't want the
Oh,
gun.
okay.
It's hurting my hip, so I'm gonna go ahead and set it right here.
do you
No,
know
you
why?
put it in your
No,
lockbox. You
up.
put it in your
You
gun
a cop.
box.
You know you're not supposed to be leaving no gun
No,
out.
you ain't supposed to have your gun out. That's bull crap.
You know why he didn't physically do it?
He didn't have
He
to.
didn't have
No,
to.
right, but he's a cop also.
Yeah, but he didn't have to.
Right, so he was beating it all the way around, so I know how I'm going to get her mentally, so I won't have to put my hands on her.
That could be it.
So visibly, it's not going to be looked at as domestic violence. Visibly and physically. She can't say I put my hands on her.
That is true.
So he put the gun there, and then he mentally, brainwashed her.
Because
and that.
if
Because
you
he's a
ask
cop.
him why you put the gun there, it was on my hip, set it right there, about to eat my dinner.
Yeah.
So I mean, I could see he had basically saying he had alibis. Put it
Right,
that
he
way.
knew what he was doing. I'd rather get you mentally versus physically because they can't prove that I put my hands on you.
Fong said intimidation tactics, bullying. Lisa said he knows that she was scared, no doubt. But again, is it rape though?
It's not rape. We
No.
all agree with that. It's not rape.
It's not rape because she didn't report it. She didn't put no.
Everybody that's tuned in is watching.
She
Is
didn't
it
report
rape? Yeah, you're right. That's what I'm saying.
It's
But
not rape.
That's what I'm saying. Like so we agreed it's not rape.
It's yeah. Yeah.
Is that gray area?
Yeah. It's right there.
I'm gonna say it's a messed up situation,
Yeah,
but it's not rape.
Categorize it as
It's
rape.
not rape
It can be looked
because
at.
guess what? If he would have lived, and she would have tried to, at that point say he's been raping her, he'd have got off.
Yeah.
He would have got off
Yeah, because it
because
wasn't-
she never said no.
Right.
Yeah.
And she never told, never in any type of
And
way
he
told
wasn't
him that
forcing
she
her
didn't
to
want to
do
do
it.
it.
She should have did.
It's not rape.
She should have did what the Chinese women did in Vietnam. Stuck them blades up there. He go to get up in that joint, skip.
I'm just
So the
saying.
joint come out looking like a busted half smoke.
It's not rape.
So y'all say it's not rape.
Nope.
It's not rape.
Okay, we agree on that. Let me see if I can find what the poll said.
Shoot, but depending on the judiciary, it says where you go.
The what? The what
My
system?
bad.
I'm sorry. The what
I
system?
said the judiciary.
The judiciary? Judicial?
Judici-
Yeah, that's what I was
that's
saying.
What you, no,
Okay,
that's
I
what
fumbled.
you.
Just
That's
say I
what you
fumbled.
wanted to say, but that is exactly
'Cause I don't know what
the
that is.
opposite of what you
The
said.
judiciary.
I'm
I'ma leave it alone.
To have sex with you, and although 43% say yes, 57% said no.
Yeah. So again, y'all, that was our question of the week. We really appreciate y'all participating. A lot of y'all shared it. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. We love y'all. Y'all so good to us.
Star say it's a sad situation, but if it's not rape, it was murder. It was murder. That's why she got second degree and not first degree.
Right. It was definitely murder.
Oh yeah, we agree it's murder.
But she just didn't get premeditated.
Right.
And see, a lot of people don't understand that. When a lot of they don't want to go with first degree murder because first degree murder you got to prove a lot.
It's very hard to prove
You got to
first
prove
degree
that you
murder.
woke up this morning with the intent on killing this
Like
person.
that junk gotta be. I gotta send
you
Becky a
need
text
some
message
proof,
and
right.
say,
It
"I'm
gotta
gonna
be
kill
some
this month.
serious proof.
Soon as he go to sleep, I'm gonna kill him." And then they looking behind.
Right. And then he dead.
Damn,
She
she
like,
talked about this last
shit,
night.
Yeah. She knew she was going to do that.
She
so
knew she was about to
closed
get
his
him
eyes.
right.
As soon as daybreak.
Shamir say she goes to jail. It's not rape. That's the crazy part, though. You're right. It's a sad situation, Star. It is, but it's the reality of it that it could be somebody's life for real.
Yeah.
It's the world we live in.
But as a woman, we don't know what she thinking.
Okay,
We
be
don't know.
careful.
We don't know what she thinking. Why wouldn't she report it?
Scared.
Sometimes people can be mentally like scared out of their mind. They can be so gone or abused so bad that they literally feel like it's almost like Stockholm syndrome.
I
You-
guarantee you. No, go ahead. That's
You be stuck.
But who's that? Was it Erica that said we always have somebody that we tell it to?
Yeah,
'Cause
well, you
know the
should.
shows we watch is always somebody. Oh yeah, I remember.
Right, but in
she
this
would come
case-
to me and always say,
Yeah.
you did X, Y,
Yeah,
and
but
Z."
in this case, she said that she lost all her friends, and all her friends was his friends. Like she was forced to be around all his friends. So I'm not sure if she felt that she can go to any of his friends.
Yeah, I wouldn't go to his friends.
Exactly. Or their wives.
But I bet you one reason was because he was a cop. I
I
guarantee
think
you.
that might have been one of the main reasons.
Right, that's
Yeah,
one of the
I'm
main
sure that
reasons
was
she probably was like, you know
intimidating.
what? I can't. Because
That could be.
Now
He gonna get off.
and the thing about it is, during the trial, it had cops at odds. Because he was allegedly a good cop.
yeah.
Yeah, but some people thought he wasn't. So
So you're going to have those people, those good people, and then you're going to have the bad people. Some
Fong said she could have been thinking he gonna get off anyway.
right. And that's-
very well.
yeah.
That I mean that's true too. But you have to take a chance if somebody is
Yeah.
abusing you to that extent. It's you have to do something.
Right.
You have to do something. Doing nothing is worse than
Because even though mental abuse is bad, it hasn't gotten physical. So
No, he
you're
did not
able
physically abuse her.
to walk away, or at least make an attempt to
get out.
Now, whether you go and then you decide to go back, but at least make an attempt to
leave.
get out of it.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean, that could be true too, because she could have thought that she's gonna leave and feel as though that when he a police officer, he gonna find me.
Yeah, problem.
Well, guess what? You
Did
just
she
gotta
have a
find it.
job?
Well, we don't know all of
Man,
that.
she could've went to work and
We
just
didn't
ain't
look
never
up
come
the
back home.
biography on Homegirl.
Go to
Star
work.
say this happens daily, every second and every minute. Mental abuse is serious along with all other tags of domestic violence. Damn, he isolated her. That's an abuser trait. Big Tony, what's up, Big Tony? That's my man from New York too. He work with me. He say it's not right. I'm sorry. He said it's not rape, but it's wrong.
It is. Oh, we all agree that it's wrong.
Hey, Big Tony, we agree that it's wrong.
Yeah.
And
We
the
just
situation
saying that it's not rape.
It's a sad situation because honestly, we all agreeing that she was mentally abused
I believe she
Yeah, I
was.
believe she was. Yeah.
Yeah.
because she wouldn't have just killed him out the blue.
No.
And see, the thing about it is, again, it leads me back to, even though you think something might not happen, you still gotta report it. Whether it's just to have some documentation on it.
Yeah.
Because again, like Neen said earlier, hey, he might be a good cop, but some people thought he was a bad cop.
Yeah, documentation
At
is
least
important.
have a diary. Do some recordings.
We've
Wow.
watched
something.
We've watched
Yeah.
shows.
back
Oh.
up just in case if something happens to you. Say you do leave and he end up doing something to you because you left.
Yeah.
You got some type of proof or trail of what was going on.
We've watched
That's a
we've
good
watched
idea,
plenty of real life stories where diaries have convicted. Taping conversations have
Letters.
convicted. Letters have convicted. There's a actual TV show called Hear No Evil, and it's solely based upon real life stories where people were convicted based on audio footage
From the deceased.
from the deceased. And even one time, one of the guys that did the killing, it backfired on him. His recordings backfired on him, and he
was
got convicted
recording,
off of
he
his
got
stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be taping. I'm gonna be taping.
Yeah.
Well, y'all know y'all can't do shit to me anyway, cause I write journals, and there's something about all of y'all in it. So I'm trying to tell you, you going down.
Damn.
But again, I still think you have to go to the letter of the law. You still got to tell somebody. You got, whether it's your friend or somebody, you got to say something.
Yeah, that's true. But sometimes the law don't help you though.
You cannot just hold that in though.
In
True,
the
but
event-
sometimes the law do not
Nate,
help you.
If anything happened to me, he did it.
Yeah, straight like that.
Make sure they dig deep. And
Let me
check his ass out.
tell y'all how serious it is out on these streets with the stuff that me and Becky watch. When Becky goes out of town or stuff like that, what is the very first thing I say to you?
What's his information? And I'm giving up. First of all, look, I'm coming to see you, but my girlfriend is going to have all of your information. I need a rundown. Because if anything
need
happens,
that
not
itinerary.
saying it, but yeah.
I mean, it's just
You got
simple
to.
conscience.
What
That go
restaurant
back
y'all
to
going
Mike.
to?
You got to tell
But,
somebody.
you
I just
gotta
think
tell somebody.
you have to tell somebody something, Slim. Whether it's, the mental abuse or whatever. Because I'm quite sure that they probably had parties or something, and then you wasn't your whole normal self neither.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm quite sure you done had some people ask you, is everything okay?
That's true.
Because
Because
overall,
that
you killed them.
It's showing some kind of way on you.
It's-
But what if it's your
building up.
friend though? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if
If
you
it's my
doing something
friend-
to me and I gotta tell Sean?
if it's my friend, if say for instance if Sean is abusing Becky or something, and I notice it, Becky gotta say something. You gotta say something. But then at the same time, you gotta remember, like what the conversation we had before, saying that don't tell me nothing if I can't use you as a reference. So don't tell me if you don't want me to say nothing to him.
Or
But
do
now-
nothing to
Or
him.
do nothing to him, right. Now, if you telling me, or you say, look, I'm scared if something happened, But can you just? I mean, a true friend. Let's monitor the situation.
Right. We gonna figure it out.
We're gonna figure it out.
I wonder how many of those friends that they might have parties with, once it all happened, it clicked in their head like, "God damn it, I knew
kinda
something was
knew
wrong."
Something, yeah.
She told me something
Yeah.
that
or I seen it.
right, and they wish
I
they
knew
could.
Because if it's mental,
And they wish they
I'm
could've
sure
said
he
something.
probably.
And I know,
degraded
and I
her
know
to
friends
a
in
sense.
that position probably felt real bad. Like, damn, I wish I could have helped her.
What
so
if he
that
had
she
ex
wouldn't.
girlfriends like that though? He did that too.
I don't know.
Davida says a slippery slope. As a RV and in former mentally abusive relationship, it takes a lot to get free. I did tell my sisters, if this happened, you know who did it. Thank goodness I was able to get out of that. It could have been ended very badly. I'm so sorry to hear that, Davida. Star say, but what if Becky don't say it and you sense something wrong? And what's your move? As you know, Sean's my friend. If they both okay, what I would do then, Star, I would say something to Sean. I'm like, man, what's up with your, what's up with your wife, bro? Like, what's going on? Everything good?
Can't stand that.
And then you have those situations where you have no clue what's going on.
Let her say something. Watch what happens.
Listen, don't be funny.
No, I'm talking about Becky. If it was Becky, just yeah,
You gotta go
let
to
us
sleep.
You have those situations where people don't know. I lost a friend last year right in this area. Her boyfriend is all over the news. Rest in peace, Shania. Her boyfriend killed her over money. But the abuse was happening. But nobody knew. And I don't know the extent of the abuse. I can't speak on any of that. But, people talk. Mm-hmm. And they talk afterwards.
Yeah.
So
In
it's...
situations like that, I don't think that's the time to mind your business.
But a lot of people, they always
because you heard, of course, they interview people from her street. And they said, oh, the cops come here all the time. Mm-hmm. Oh, we hear it all the time.
But some people say...
you talk to her.
Yeah.
You on her street. So I'm one of those neighbors. I heard what stuff going on over there. Are you okay?
Mm-hmm. If you ever need to
and if
talk,
you not,
my door
say
is
something.
Open. Yeah. We can figure it out.
Because I would gladly lose a friendship over saving your life.
Yeah. You can be mad at me all you
Oh,
want,
yeah.
but
I would lose
still
it
living.
quick. I would lose it quick. I would lose your friendship quick. So, this is not going to turn into a domestic violence topic, but I'm just saying, say something. And I think we said that before when we did this topic. Say something, blink, send me a DM, help. I'm telling you, any of my friends, if any of y'all are being abused, I'm the one to tell because I'm snitching all day.
Yeah.
Send some emojis.
Everything about it is with abuse. You're right, and it can come in many forms. As far as, of course, we all know the number one form is physical. The hardest form to prove is the mental. Because, again, like y'all said earlier, you use different situations or different tactics to do it. Like, again, yeah, right, sitting the gun on the table.
Yeah, that's hella manipulating.
Right.
That.
But
what?
then for her not to even reach for the gun, like if he get up and go to the kitchen or something, or get up and go to the bathroom.
But that's what I'm saying. You don't know. She probably was
But
thinking about what
eventually
she
she
did
did.
for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm going one day. I'm going to
get
pick
his
this
ass
up,
right now.
and I'm gonna
Kill
get
his
him.
ass.
I'm gonna get him.
You gonna keep sitting this gun out.
You're not gonna keep
scaring
putting
me.
it right
Nope.
all day.
But again, right there, you could have took pictures of him sitting there with the gun.
Yeah, she
but
she could have been
somebody
documenting it.
somebody under duress. Are they thinking that clearly?
Yeah, that's true. What's up, Sherelle? Finally got through.
See, you thinking with a clear mind on what
Yeah, now,
you would do
'cause
because
I'm-
you
I
know
mean,
yeah, because we always can be
outside looking in.
always can be armchair detectives.
always.
Always be
Man,
armchair
if that
detectives.
was me, I would have did. Or you know what? You know how he should have found out? He could have. Until you in it. It's like being on a game show. Mm-hmm. Oh, you could put me on Jeopardy sitting in my living room. Or you could put me on Wheel of Fortune sitting in my living room. Okay? I am on it. I done won
Running them
so
all.
many trips and so much money on Wheel of Fortune. Put me on that game show. Y'all gonna be like, Janine is dumb as a box of rocks. She ain't said nothing yet.
See? No. Wait.
Knowing that name, knowing to say Oprah.
Can I buy a vowel?
Yes. Or somebody say, "Can I get a tea?" And then it come to you. Do you have any teas? It happens on the show, and you like, dude, she just said that.
But I mean, domestic violence in relationships, men or women. I think a lot of times with the men, it's more pride for them to not say nothing. I don't know why, but it is. But in that instance, though, let me ask you, what about vice versa? If the woman is having sex with the man, but the man don't really want to have sex.
Well, I don't know if that's gonna happen.
See how the double standard just happened?
Yeah, it was
I'm
a double
sure it
standard on
happens,
my. It was a double standard on my
sure
part.
it
I'm
happens.
sorry, but I don't believe that a man is going to turn down the cootie bird.
I was watching the other day.
All right, go ahead.
No, I was watching. I was watching Grownish, and what happened was the star athlete had sex with the girl. They was drunk, but she told her friend, her male best friend or whatever, and she was like, it was great, whatever. But he got the story twisted. Of course, rumors went around. Now it was like she was too drunk. She was passed out. Didn't know what was going on. So they had a rule that they implemented on campus where basically you got to ask somebody every step of the way. Can I hold your hand? Can we walk into this room? Can we lay down? You got to have them every step of the way.
Oh, I'm not doing it.
So the guy said, they would say, that's good. It's in place to help to protect the women. So he was like, what about to protect the men? He said, he was like, the men don't need protection. But he was like, they do. He said, my friend got ridiculed because he didn't want to have sex with two women. So they was teasing him about it. So he ended up it was like the two girls was teasing him. So he just went on and did it just to do it. But that's not right.
So he didn't want to do the booty with two women.
He didn't want that.
Oh, that's the first.
See the
But
double
I can see
standard?
that happen,
See the
though.
double standard?
If you still a virgin in school, like you want to.
But now this college, though.
Everybody talking about, but everybody talking
You
about,
still could
yeah, I
be a
hit
virgin.
so and so and so, and you know damn well you ain't had no pussy. But everybody is
Just
coming-
like that, huh?
Everybody,
All day.
your boys is like, come on, man, what's wrong with you? And they set you up. They give you women to do it too. You know you ain't ready,
Say no.
but what you gonna do?
But you say no, now you being ridiculed.
Yeah.
Because you're a man.
Sean ain't want to have sex with. He ain't want to do it. How you don't
you're
want to
a
have sex with
man.
two girls?
Because
Yeah.
you're
You
a
know
man.
what I'm saying?
Because you're a man. Unfortunately. But look, but wait a minute. It's so many double standards that poor women are just trampled upon.
Yeah, we get the bad end of the stick.
So
when it come to
boo-hoo,
that.
y'all get this one double standard. It's happening to us all the
You
time.
didn't want to get it. Whoop-de-doo. Just lay there and take
I mean,
it.
it's
I didn't
changed.
say we not all in the sex with the world.
Okay, whatever.
Nah.
We not.
Yeah.
We not. You don't hear too much now. But when women smash, whoever they want to smash for I don't know how many years, we hoes. But y'all smash 18,000 women. Put your penis on the crap table every night.
Washing it in the sink
Y'all-
before you go on.
y'all-
All of that.
Your whole goddamn body
You the
smell
man.
like club.
Yeah.
But your balls smell like Dove.
Right.
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Hold on now,
Dude.
Seinfeld. Hold
Your
on.
your whole body right now smell like the 40-40 Club.
Yeah. All that.
You take off your drawers and fling them. You know the Dove get on the drawers.
And you fresh.
You
You
fling them
smelling
and
fresh.
you went to fresh down there. Wait, who are you fooling?
In a joint like that.
We don't have a winning horse in this race, bro.
No,
I'm
you
just
don't.
saying, it's still double standards.
Yeah,
period,
we have our
regardless.
double
It's
standards.
double standards all over the
Yeah.
place, but it usually are the women. It's usually us getting the short end of the stick on them double standards.
What's up, Joseph said, what's good, family? Happy anniversary.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks,
Thank
happy
you.
anniversary. And
Thanks, Ty.
Sherelle, what's up, Sherelle? Watching us up from Philly. Say it right, Ning. Shamir gonna say, nice try, Mike.
Yeah, it's not working, y'all. Y'all know, Mike know better than that. I don't even know what that was
that
out.
was one of the best episodes because they went there with a lot of different perspectives. Joe said there was one girl in junior high my friends were trying to push me toward, but I wasn't nowhere near ready to have sex. She would have been disappointed. Taim said I had 5.
We disappointed in high school too.
Yeah.
Taim said I high-five my female friends. They talk about sex like my fellas do. Erica talking about preach sisters.
Listen.
Star said she hollering.
Listen, but because everybody knows it's true.
It's the truth.
It is the whole
It is the
truth.
Dang it.
You come in here, whole body off, fling your drawers.
But
you
then,
smell like Irish
then
Spring.
y'all
Wait,
say,
what
I
happened?
don't want to do it tonight. Why not?
Lift them up.
Let me smell
Let
it.
me smell them. Lift
me
them up.
smell 'em.
Bring them up. Bring them right here.
Drop them drawers
right
right
here.
now.
Bring them right here. We
Yeah.
need.
Bring
let
it
me
in.
get that.
Come on,
let me
Blue.
get
Bring
that.
it in.
You
No.
tripping?
Yeah.
Show
Yeah.
is. I show am.
Let me see. Let me
get
see.
that.
Let me see what they look like. Oh, this one feel a little bit lighter than this
Then-
one.
what's
Wait,
going
what?
on? You're not
What
balanced.
is going on?
You're not
They're
balanced.
not juggling like they usually do.
I know what my ball's
Yeah.
supposed to feel like. I know the scale is off.
Something ain't right.
The scale is unbalanced.
Yeah. What
Yes,
you
sir.
been doing?
That's terrible.
Yeah,
That is
it's very terrible right now.
it's terrible. This
Why is it terrible?
pineapples.
Yeah.
Ain't no pineapples.
What?
I'm just saying it goes both ways. And
We not
get
saying it doesn't.
And we know. I mean, yeah. I mean, we know it goes both ways, and it's a double standard. We understand that, but don't just always think it's a double standard for y'all. It's be a double standard for us as well. That's all I'm saying.
But what is the
Where's the
though?
percentage, and when is
Right.
there a double
But
standard for you?
There
Yeah.
is a percentage.
Oh God!
Can't say it's not. It's a percentage of some men out there being taken advantage of. They
Please
just
go
won't say
play
it.
It is, Sean.
I
It
want to
is.
meet him.
Please go play in traffic while
Hey,
while
I'll jump around.
roller skating.
I'll
Cause
jump around.
Yeah.
But it's a percentage. You can't say it's not.
okay, well on that percentage, we gonna come right back with our topic: suicide amongst children. Just hold your seat. We'll be back in a few minutes.
What you thought it was, nigga? Shit, it's family over everything, nigga. Shit, if money ain't in the bank, damn sure it's in the bag. Y'all niggas ain't fucking with us, nigga. We gonna keep it how we do it, you know.
Chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Rags to riches, that's the way of life in these conditions. What's the mission? Get that work and find a kitchen. Listen, you can find me in that laboratory, steady mixing. Mixing like you do that lean with the soda. Haze in a grape swisher, that's a fruit roller. Chevy nigga, but fuck with that GT Cobra. Fox body, hopping out no socks with the loafers. Badge of honor from loyalty, certified soldier. I say, hold up, we gon' roll up, pockets roll up. Get to know us like the fuse, I'm about to blow up. You go harder, gotta show us. Shorty bopping, we ain't stopping. Hey, it's money over rollers, yeah. Chase a bag, hating niggas, just promoters, yeah. If I was you looking at me, I wouldn't cross them. I'd be cool and pass the message to them niggas in your section. Flexing like we won't toss them, beat the brake dust off them. I just chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Rags to riches, that's the way of life in these conditions. Chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Catching up that money fast, push it to the limit. You better not be in line when it's feeding time. Cause me and mine gon' be ripping through your carcass. I'm trying to see where your heart is. I'm officially the hardest. That's official. SK, position like a marksman. Locked and loaded. Ready for war, I got 'em slipping in the darkness. Back against the ropes, go harder, don't go. I learned that in 94. Seen the income level low. Niggas beefing toe to toe. We was scraping every penny, now I know. All that pride go out the window when you broke. Yeah. I'm out that window with a scope, aiming for that bag, where that money at. It's the KID. Took my crown, placed it on the throne, had to save my seat. That's right. Whoa, it ain't no game, so don't play with me. No, in my zone, that's the place to be. Behind the wheel, chasing the bag, trying to get from A to B. ready to ride and provide. That's how I'm trained to be. Chase a bag, chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Rags to riches, that's the way of life in these conditions. Chase a bag, chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Catching up that money fast, push it to the limit. Chase a bag, chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Rags to riches, that's the way of life in these conditions. Chase a bag, chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Catching up that money fast, push it to the limit. Hey, 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 I'ma get it. Hey, 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 in these conditions. Hey, 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 I'ma get it. Hey, 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 to the limit.
Yeah, we back.
No, we're not. Welcome back, y'all.
Oh, no, hold on.
I'm not even gonna get into it.
Who was that on? Please tell me who was that on.
It wasn't on you.
Thank you so much.
It wasn't on you. I don't know what
For
super
once-
producer
for
is
once
over here
it wasn't
doing. It
your
was
fault,
not your
Sean.
fault, Sean.
I'm like this. We back? Yeah.
His light pink slip is sitting over here.
Light pink.
Yeah, when it get dark pink, you gotta go. Hey, welcome back, y'all. It's our anniversary.
It's our anniversary.
And we gonna go right into the topic, one of the topics, and it is suicide amongst grade school children.
Yeah.
And when I say grade school, I'm talking between 9 and 13, maybe.
Yeah.
Grade school babies. So the reason why the topic came about is because in the last maybe 2 or 3 weeks, I've seen I want to say 2 troubling stories of children being bullied and then committing suicide. And the last one really bothered me because the mother of one of the children actually went to the school several times about the bullying because her son would not go to school. He wouldn't go. So if she left home and he was still there, you know, we all know about being latchkey kids. Mm-hmm. He would then not go. So of course she found out what was happening, and she reached out to the school several times, and he just wouldn't go. He had enough, and he wouldn't go to school. And in case anybody wants to know who he is, his name is Michael Martin, and he was 13, and he was being bullied for his size which didn't seem like a big deal to me seeing him. But kids are different. And he wore glasses and he had braces, were some of the things that kids mocked him for. So he killed himself. So I'm going to start off, before we go into the different things and how everybody here feels, I'm just going to read off a few of the names that I found because it was stories that I've seen, and I just Googled the names because I wanted to know what was going on with them. So it was a little boy. His name was Seven Bridges, and he was 10. He was sick, so he had a colostomy bag. And the kids, I mean, just hearing his mom talk about it, the kids were cruel, very cruel. So he killed himself. He hung himself 2 weeks ago, I believe. Maybe a little more than 2 weeks. I don't want to say the wrong date. Mackenzie Adams, I know some people heard about this one. She was 9. She was a Black American little girl. She was getting bullied by us because she decided that she wanted to ride the school bus every day. Well, she wanted to ride to school every day with her Caucasian friend. So the kids wore her down, wore her out with the bullying. So she killed herself. She was 9. Millie Tomei was 11, and it wasn't bullying. She was body conscious. She wanted to be what she saw on TV. She wanted to change herself so that she could look like all of the stuff that she saw on TV, all of the stars, all of the models, all of that good stuff. She wanted that. So her thing had nothing to do with bullying. It was internal. And she killed herself. So there was a whole bunch of others, but as I said at the beginning of the show, I couldn't take it anymore, so I had to get off of it. I don't know what in the world could be going through the mind of a child, but I do know that from being bullied as a kid, I do know that kids are mean as hell.
Yeah.
Mean. And I think sometimes people use it as an excuse, like parents. You know how kids are. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it.
What's that? Sticks and stones may break my
Right.
bones, but
That's
words
bull.
but never.
That's
words
bull.
do hurt.
That's bull. Now, why it never dawned on me to hurt myself or to do anything to myself, being bullied hurt. It hurts. And me growing up, I'm 6 and 7 years old in the early 80s, it was always my skin. That was my thing. My skin and how small I was. So those were...
Ice Cube said it best. Sometimes my skin is my sin.
So those were the two things that I got bullied the most for. I was dark, and, you know, fortunately for me, and I'm sure for some of these kids, my parents was telling me the whole opposite, you know, of what they were saying. It wasn't so much, don't worry about what they were saying. It was more so, what they saying is bullshit, for the most part, because my father wasn't always saved. So it was more so along those lines. But as a kid, hearing it all day, you start
to believe it.
Yeah, so I don't post a lot of, you know how we got Throwback Thursday and people post pictures of themselves and all of that stuff. I tend to post the same baby picture because I never liked to take pictures as a kid. I'm completely different now, which is why I love taking selfies. If anybody ever wondered, I don't care if you liked it or not. So what? Fight me. But I never liked to take pictures as a child because I was always the darkest in the picture. I was always the smallest at the front of the lines. I was the kid that had to sit in Indian style in the front of the school pictures because I was so short. All of that stuff was what was happening to me, so I would never take pictures. And then when I did take pictures, I would never smile because I just wanted it to be over with. It was like, can you hurry up? So most of my kid pictures, I do not have any kid pictures smiling. So this is a sensitive topic for me because I know what it feels like to be bullied, and that shit is no fun.
Well, let me pop that bottle because I'm gonna need some drink talking about this subject.
So
I think a lot of people was bullied as a child, and in some form. Joseph said kids are cruel. As somebody who used to get teased a lot as a kid, I can't even dress that up any better than that. Never wanted to kill myself, but kids would push other kids to their absolute limits. Nevertheless, Taim said we had a child in Harlem last year. She was being teased in school. She did her normal routine of coming home from school. She walked the dog, came back from her home in Wagner Projects, and jumped out her window on the 13th floor into the front yard of the building complex. It was a serious thing. We definitely have to address it.
I know that.
Sean took his glasses off. Y'all know Sean took his glasses off. Y'all let us know, Sean. Come on now.
I know that. I mean, if you weren't the subject of bullying, then that's a great thing.
I've been bullied.
Me too.
I've been bullied when I was a kid. I didn't know how to fight.
I've been bullied.
I didn't know how to fight.
You've been bullied?
Yeah.
I didn't always have. I'm not saying that I do now, but I didn't always have the finest of clothes. Hell, I got bullied, and it was crazy. Like, it was, again, it was the bully kids in the neighborhood, always picking on you and stuff like that. And again, like you said, I didn't have the finest of clothes. I always wore hand-me-downs, so I wasn't that kid. I was dirty kid or whatever, however you want to do it and however you want to say it. And so I was bullied as a kid too. It's just a certain point. I mean, again, we talked about suicide on our show, and I always thought about, like I always thought about killing myself plenty of times. It was plenty of times I thought about killing myself. But to get to that point, like, you dumb as a mug, you think you'll kill yourself. I would never bring myself to do it. I think it's crazy to do, and I don't have the heart to do it as an adult. But as a kid, yeah. As a kid, I've never thought of killing myself as a kid.
Right.
But see, it's a new era. It's a new era. We didn't have social media.
Like,
no, we didn't.
Y'all taking my platform.
Yeah.
Y'all taking my platform.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Sean.
No, I'm letting you
No,
say-
we won't take that. We won't take
Bruce
that.
gonna say I've never been bullied. Yeah, what? He gonna say did he met his cousin Bruce and everything changed. But as a child growing up, it's like, man, yeah, and to be honest, got to that point where getting around family started giving your, I don't want to say intestinal fortitude, but it started giving you a little bit of confidence and stuff like that. But again, like we said, we're in a new era. But growing up, no, Janine, I got bullied. I never wanted to take that extra step to be like, man.
We're gonna come back around and find out how and when we came out of it. Because at some point, you woke up.
You got that Rocky story.
Yeah. So we need to hear y'all stories of the bullying first.
Mine was always, she thinks she cute because she light skinned. She got long hair. She looked like a toothpick, so I don't even know why. Boys.
She looked like a toothpick. That was the old back. Long.
Yeah,
That was the Michael Jackson cover joint.
Yeah, even before then.
Because
they don't know about the junk in the trunk ain't built for jumps.
that is not no junk in the truck. That's a whole end table. Just put your arm on that jaw. I'm trying to tell you. I take pictures of it.
Hey,
I'm trying to tell you.
whoever was out there bullying Becky, please come see her now. I'm sorry.
That's a whole end table right there.
And then too, it was like even like within my family, it was always
I'm sorry.
In my family,
what
like
you mean in your family?
just you so cute, you so cute.
Hold on. So I'm lost. So kids was telling you so skinny and you think you like that. That was outside the family.
Yeah.
Now inside the family.
This was like in school, like the neighborhood.
So in school. But
so
your
nobody
family
liked
though,
me because of that.
right? And your family is just still steady telling you.
But they wasn't telling me this. I mean, because I never went home and said,
Okay.
kids are teasing me in school.
Right.
This is just what they were saying. And it was always kind of me against my sister type of thing. You know, we were 2 years apart, but, you know, she was a little bit chunkier, mouthy. I was the total opposite. So I just always felt like
Bruce
I
gonna
would
say
get special.
China cabinet Becky.
Shut up, Bruce. It was like I would get special attention because of that. And it made me not like myself because of it. I would be like, you know, I don't want to look like this. Or, you know,
I don't want people to keep
are not
telling me how
liking
cute-
me.
yeah.
And I'm not even like this. So I would just not make friends. I was always really quiet. Like, I never, like, voiced my opinion and stuff because I was like, I didn't want to be judged. Like, I was already being judged at school and, like, within the family.
Bruce, who got bullied? Bruce said bullying is serious. As y'all know, my baby girl got bullied because she liked that, and they couldn't stand it.
What about you, Sean?
Well, my bullying came up when we moved from Southeast over to Southview. But
There
it
you
was
go.
I was probably like about 7, 8, and 9, one of them.
Thank you.
But you know, I was skinny, short. You know, ain't have all the cranking clothes, nothing like that. I was the only child at the time, so the neighborhood kids, you know, even though they became my friends throughout life, but they bullied me and this and that. You can look at it a couple of different ways. You know, just growing up around these kids, they making you tough, but at the time you are being bullied. So you know, it was sometimes I got jumped, this and that, rocks thrown at this and that. But then what happens is you got to get out of it because you can't keep running in the house talking about this person beat me up, this person hit me, this and that. So you got to really, either you gonna fight or you ain't gonna come in the house. That's what I was looked at. You know, my mother said, no, you go sit there and fight. But the thing is, the platform that we had growing up was the fact that we could go home and talk to people and tell people this is going on, and then they will reassure you that you're not this way. You're a good kid or you this and that. So we had a support system at home, and it wasn't always just your parents. It can be your neighbors, this and that, or it can be your other friends. But the support system that the kids don't have today is the fact that if they're being bullied at school or wherever, they don't have that support system to go home. They don't go home and tell their parents because, for one, their parents might not be home, or the kids are always wrapped up into games. That's all they channeling those games. So they probably don't have the same support system. Their parents are probably not instilling in them, okay, you're a beautiful woman. You know, you're gonna be a beautiful young guy when you grow up. You're gonna, you know.
But you know, the level of bullying has changed.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's
It's on a
changed
whole
because
nother
Yeah,
level.
it is.
Because like when I was little, bullying, like, of course, just bullying, like punking somebody and that kind of stuff.
Or what you wore.
But you
Yeah.
knew,
Stuff like that.
You knew who the bullies was.
Yeah.
The teachers knew who the bullies was. So they was getting in trouble, even
Right.
though we still had to experience it in school. But the teachers were on it more.
But you
now,
had people
it's
to
other
talk you out of
avenues.
that.
Yeah, it's
Erica
other
say,
avenues.
I used to think that it was learned behavior, but working within the public school system is also taught. They see that their parents, older siblings, other family members, and
Doing
friends
it to
do
each other.
Mm-hmm.
I was bullied in the sense of certain people didn't like and wanted to fight, and I didn't
Girl-
bother anybody.
Girl,
Erica.
if you don't get off this thing line, how you gonna lie with me on the thing?
And growing up,
Erica
with bullying, but
used to be one- yeah, they
it's
was-
levels to the bullying now, and again, it was for some. I think today is harder than it was when we was growing up because I don't think when we was growing up we had never had that thought process of trying to kill ourselves.
No.
Well, that's what we didn't. But what if somebody
I remember I got one of my bullying started when I got bullied. I think one of the first times I got bullied was when I was in elementary school, and then the kid kept messing with me. And then again, you said your support system. Like I didn't have no male role model at the time. I had my granddad at the time, and then I had my dad. But my dad, it wasn't around at the time. They wasn't like there in the house with me. So the dude wanted to fight me. I didn't really want to fight. I didn't know how to. I never. No one never really taught me
Right.
the whole situation of fighting. So when the guy started fighting me, my aunt and them was there kick him, bite him, scratch him, and he was doing
Yeah.
all that shit to me.
Fighting. Shit, I
Yeah.
don't want to get my
I'm
face
sorry.
messed up.
Right? I'm
would've
like,
been
I didn't know what to do. Like,
no.
He listening to us, not you.
and it was right. I'm like, man, it was so hard. And then growing up, I think, I think as you said, your next question would have been like, when did you come out of it?
Yeah.
And I came out of it, and I partially came out of it in the 10th grade.
My cousin is watching real quick on Instagram, and she said she makes sure she tells her daughter that she's beautiful every day. She was bullied in elementary school. The school knew the bully and still put them in the same class.
And I'm gonna shout out at the time it was my best friend Curtis McCrimmon. It was me and Curtis McCrimmon, my man Eric Brown, another close friend of mine, of course Walter and Stoney Nelson, my man Vernon Curl. We grew up together.
Man, shouting out the whole crew.
Yeah, it was. And the funny part about it is Curtis McCrimmon was my best friend at the time, and he wanted to fight me. And at the time I was growing up, I was 10 years old. I was like, I just moved around the neighborhood, but we became best friends. And I'm like, wow, I don't really want to fight him because I don't really know how to fight. Mm-hmm. So what happened was we squared up. It was raining, and we got in the clutch, and I hit him. He slipped because he had some cheap shoes on, and he fell. So right then and there,
Everybody said,
Everybody,
"Ooh."
oh, Mike
everybody was
wanna
like, ooh.
Yeah.
So my confidence right there was like, oh,
Boosted.
it boosted. So I'm like,
Is that what brought you out? A
Yeah.
simple fight.
yeah, and it brought me out a little bit. But again, what you said earlier, I'm not gonna call them out. I just moved to that area. I started going to Simon. Had a couple of family members that didn't even want people to know that I was their cousin because they was like, I wasn't on their level. You know, so you got that
Do you
side.
like to talk to them now?
You know.
'Cause
Oh
kids
yeah,
don't-
yeah.
kids
Oh
don't-
what? Do I need to talk to them now? Man,
You make sure.
man, y'all better recognize who I am, Slim. Like, hey, yes, I love to talk to them now because it's like, hey,
Remember?
remember that? Yeah, damn. I'm your cousin. I'm your cousin
We
now.
family now, huh?
Oh, for real? So that's how that simple
That's how
fight
you came out.
That's how I came out, and it was like, man. And then, but me and Kurt, I think we fought like 2 more times, and it was just after that, my level of confidence went up. But you still had the family members that was like, they ain't really want. That's not my cousin because I didn't have the latest clothes. They was like, oh nah, because you don't got the latest clothes. If you didn't have the latest clothes, Sean, you was dirty.
That
you
was
was a dirty
a
kid.
big thing.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. So
And don't let your family get assistance.
and then what
And the
happened?
kids find out about it.
Oh,
yes.
She get food stamps and all
Government
the-
cheese.
And then, like we
Yeah.
said, like Bruce not lying. And then we got to the certain point. Then, when Bruce, we found each other, and what happened was, started dressing a little bit better. Bruce job.
So wait,
brought me
okay.
into a
So what
situation.
brought you out? The fight or Bruce?
No, the
'Cause
fight.
moving-
The fight brought me out of the bullying part.
That's what we talking about.
Yeah,
That brought
but
you out.
that brought me out a little bit. But once you get to your certain point where you still, once you get to how you starting to dress, that start getting to your point where your swag, where back then your swag come in.
When was you all the way out? Because
When I came out, I was all the way out when me and Bruce started being together. That's when I was all the way out in Baloo.
it wasn't about you, Bruce. Becky, when did you
I
come
mean,
out?
all the swag. I ain't always had this swag now.
Sir? Becky,
It wasn't until I actually left high school that I felt like I didn't have to deal with it no more.
But wait, in high school, I thought Becky, like I knew Becky in high school. I never knew it. I never knew that.
you wasn't supposed to know. She just said she never said nothing to nobody.
But I would never have thought that Becky.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's her point.
Wow.
That's her bullying. She didn't want to be known as no stuck-up person.
And it was just total opposite. But then as like you
Nah,
start
you
to get
stuck up.
older,
You stuck up.
Huh?
Now you are.
What's your swag level right now?
oh that shit is
But no, for real.
I'm joking about
So,
you
but
being stuck
high
up.
school though, you said high
But that
school.
was
that's
my
where they
point.
came. What as Nene said, what was the point where you was like, you know what? It's
After high school.
It wasn't until really I left high school. Like I
Mm-hmm.
had certain friends, but it was most of the friends I had going into high school,
You didn't
we
have
went to the
anymore.
same junior high school.
Right.
So I felt a little bit more
confident,
comfortable.
yeah.
And then, okay, they had their friends, and it was like most of their friends was like, oh, no, we don't like her.
Right. So that's when you came out.
So it was after high school.
Yeah, yeah.
Mike,
Wow. Really, Beth? I did not know that.
But one thing
she didn't want y'all to know.
I think we geared on and we focused on when we was being bullied and growing up was revenge. We wanted to make sure we got back at those particular people.
I didn't.
I did.
Well, me, I mean,
When
I
did you
just
come
wanted
out?
them
Yeah,
to
'cause he
know
about to
that-
go. He about to go sideways.
No.
We on target with our
Yeah,
time.
right. Well, what I'm saying
when did you
is-
come out?
I came out after having a couple fights and really standing up for myself and actually fighting. Not fighting where couldn't nobody see, but I was actually fighting in front of everybody. And so once I stood up for myself, I had a couple fights coming on. Well, not like I was scheduling them, but had a couple fights. And I mean, once you get those couple fights under your belt and people see that you're confident enough to fight, you're not scared no more.
Yeah.
That's when you come out. I mean, because we had the fight coming up. And the reason
Yeah.
why I say revenge is because we didn't have that mindset to say, okay, well, I'm going to go home and I'm going to sit back and think about how I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to go home and see how I can shadow box or I can join on this person so I can get back at them.
So when did you come out?
That's what I'm saying, when I had my fights.
You talking about shadow boxing?
But what you were saying, how everybody, because this girl, of course, she didn't like me because she was like, oh, you think you cute. And one thing, it sticks out with me, with you, Neen, how you said you not about all that talking. Like
all.
if it's somebody
Right.
talking, they getting punched. And that sticks out because I'll never forget sixth
You ain't have to
grade.
say that's like you, Nee.
No, but
you didn't
I'm
have to say that.
say
So when did
because you
you-
say that.
when did you
though.
come
When he started shadow boxing.
Yeah.
Not shadow.
Wait, what? That don't
When
work.
he started
No,
shadow boxing,
I said
he stopped
I
getting
came out
bullied.
after I
He
started.
He was like,
Wait a minute.
motherfucking cops. motherfucker."
Oh, he did the trade joint.
Yeah.
You know the shadow will hit you back, bro.
Look, man, I said after I had a couple fights and I actually started fighting and really getting into it when people will see I wasn't scared no more and I wasn't scared
Excuse
for
me, sir.
myself.
You missed your turn. You shadow
But y'all
boxed.
just sit here.
You
No,
just-
I asked.
You shadow boxed.
No, but I'm
and
gonna
then
go
you
back
stopped
to the
getting
shadow box
bullied.
because we want revenge on these bullies.
No, you're not, because we gotta move on.
We don't want
Hold on real
revenge
quick.
on the
So
bully.
go ahead, Becky.
So she wanted to fight me. Of course, 1, 2, 3 o'clock. So the whole school.
What time
was
was
there
this?
This was what?
In the morning
Yeah. So she said she was gonna fight me.
at
He's
3
watching.
o'clock.
He's
At
watching
3
the clock
o'clock,
all
I'ma
day.
fight.
Was you nervous?
Hell yeah, because I didn't
All
want to
day.
fight.
School was going by slow as hell.
My teacher, she purposely kept me later after school.
That ain't work.
Thinking it was going to die down.
That shit wasn't
But
gonna
what
work.
she said to me was, what you do is, when she started running her mouth, just pop her. So,
I did it.
came out of school, nobody there. I'm like, yes, it's over with. Start getting
Shit.
closer, going home. It's about, it probably wasn't 100 people out there, but it looked like it was 100 kids out there. I'm like, oh shit, now I got to fight. So she out there, just running. And all I heard my teacher say was, if she running her mouth, pop her first. I popped her first, and that confidence came. I wore her ass out. I wore her out.
So
and
you-
from that point on,
It was over
if
for
you
you.
talking, I'm not going to sit there and listen to you do all that talking. I'm just going to hit you.
Sherelle says, my condolences to families of those children. Parents should get and stay involved in the schools, have meetings with the parents of the bullies, and if they don't work, then go further. Take it to the district. Volunteer when you can. Always communicate and uplift your child or children always. Erica said, Neen, you know I didn't bother anybody unless they bothered me, but you right about the levels of bullying. You gonna put a Y in that too, though, Erica. Like the girls that's on trial for pushing her boyfriend to kill her. Time said Andrea got me out of the bullying. Neen. She made me come outside and fight in the courtyard. I knew how to fight. I just didn't want to fight. Yeah, you right. I want you to be tripping on the rose. The thing about it is the fighting part about the situation. Like, I mean, I'm gonna ask Neen in a minute, but the fighting part, like, you still never sure. I didn't get our group that we had. It was upon us, like, mentally. It wasn't never said like, "Hey, you know, you better go out there and fight. We knew that, like, if you ain't go out there and whoop somebody, like when I got with Bruce and us, if you ain't, because I got punched coming from Cherries. We was coming from Cherries, coming down the hill, and what happened was the dude said that was his brother. So me and Bruce looked around like, who the brother? So it's about 15 up. They walk right up on us. They knew, oh, that's little Bruce sing woo woo. I'm like, yeah, but you not little Bruce to sing. Dude hit me. When he hit me, all I did was hard ass. Hard ass. I'm serious.
So you ran.
I ran.
You ran from the fight.
Oh my God. By the time Bruce got home, I was in the bush to my psst. I was like,
You left
man,
Bruce out there by himself?
Hey, he hit me. I was gone. But then it got to a point, like when you in the neighborhood, like, man, you know, this can't happen again. It can't happen again. So now that's like
that.
You got
I'm
your
gonna
pass.
I'm gonna have to just suck it up and just be like, hey,
And keep fighting.
I'm gonna have to talk trash until I can get to the point where my skill level get up with my trash talking.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because of course, you know, you always get to that situation where, man, yeah, you don't want it, and then you got everybody around you breaking you up. Like, yeah. So then it got to that point where I'm like, all right, cool. So it ain't gonna happen no more.
So again, when did you come out of bullying, dude? Because I don't.
came
high
out-
school,
when he
high
came out
school.
the bushes.
Actually, when I would say my
It's only 4.
nah, it was 11th. Probably might say my 10th or 11th grade year. Yeah. When did you? First of all, we already know you probably never got bullied.
I did.
But first of all,
She said
is this passive gene or is the gun toting gene?
My father still had a gun as a pastor.
We gonna
I mean,
say-
as
all right,
a-
you know
as
what?
a-
We gonna
as
say
a-
it. Never mind. Don't worry about it. We gonna say that for another show.
No.
When did you get? No, we gonna talk about.
No, because he wasn't a pastor. You made me say pastor. My father wasn't a pastor.
So so we know about the bullying as far as the dark skin and the shortness. So when did you not decide, but when did you realize that, hey, this ain't gonna happen no more?
Because a boy said it. So I beat his ass.
No. You didn't just. You can't be going from bullying on Tuesday and then Wednesday you just
No, it was going on for years.
You missed Thug Nasty and beat his ass.
First of all, I wasn't a thug. Okay, not at all. Anybody that grows up, anybody that knows,
And you from
New
Brooklyn,
York-
Slim,
Okay, but let's be clear.
which comes
Which
on
is
every
that's
other
on right now.
every other Tuesday
Yeah.
from 6 to 8 p.m. on
Just
WNDC
because
Radio.
I don't know, I don't. Just because I grew up in Brooklyn does not mean I came out, BK to the fullest. I didn't come out like that.
Taib said all facts. He had that hammer.
Again, I state on Let's Be Clear, I am very transparent. No lies come out of my mouth. My father definitely told us that he had it. But just because I didn't grow up in the projects, I didn't have any of that. I came from a 2-parent home. I had all my siblings and all of that stuff. So
Never seen
I didn't
roaches?
I saw roaches. They just wasn't in my house.
Okay.
But I seen them. So a lot of them. So I could take it from girls, because little girls is mean. So it was like, oh, you dark, you short, you all of this stuff, whatever. I don't care about none of that, right? And then I think I was like 14, and a boy said it. He said, "With your black self," I'll never forget. His name was Farley. Was his name?
First of all, his ass need to be whooped for being named Farley.
He was Haitian. He was Haitian.
With your Farley ass.
He was Haitian.
Where's your mama?
What your mama name?
He was Haitian, and we lived on Ocean Avenue in Flatbush. And he said, "With your black self," and he spit.
Oh, God.
Now, if you don't know how to fight, if somebody spit on you, on your face, I swear to goodness,
You
all
gonna
the Floyd Mayweather just came out. You just
gonna
had.
learn real
So up
fast.
until that point, I was very
So he
conscious.
spit in your face.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Up until that point, I was very conscious about my height. I mean, I don't give a shit about being short now, but back then, I did. I was dark. I was the darkest. I hated it. I hated all of it. And I went in the house and I told my dad. I said, Farley from across the street called me black. And he was like, so what, And then I said, and he spit on me. What? He did what? I said he spit on me. Come on, daughter. My father never called us our names. He just said daughter.
Erica say that damn Farley.
Okay, all facts. So he spit, and my father said, "You gonna go out here, and you're not gonna spit on him, but you are gonna beat his ass." And this is the Reverend.
Okay.
Gene.
So
at this
when he
point.
said that, what did you internalize? What did you mentally say?
I said, "No, I'm not." I said he is a boy. Like he
is a boy. Hey, Damon.
My sister grabbed me.
Who, Andrea?
Yes, up. Let's go.
Come on, this is my new swag stuff.
She
Hold
went.
on, hold on, player.
She went and knocked on Farley's door and said, "Come outside." So
Time said your power level goes up when someone spit on you.
yeah. So he said, come outside. And my father said, "Ain't nobody jumping in." My daddy was out there. "Ain't nobody jumping in, but she gonna fight you today like a man." I'm looking at him like I'm 4'9". What the hell am I gonna do with him? I beat Farley's
Hold up.
ass.
Hold on.
What?
Because I know everybody per they had told him that same shit. I'm telling you, if you don't beat
It
his
was
ass,
Andrea.
If you don't beat his ass, I'm going to beat your ass.
My father didn't tell me that. It was my sister.
I
Okay.
never heard
It was my sister.
Because
it was
I didn't get in too many.
It was my
fights,
sister.
But I never heard that.
It was my sister. And my sister told me, you never wait to get hit. You don't listen to a lot of talk. They start talking, knock them the fuck out. So, I beat Farley's ass. And we went back to school on Monday. Everybody knew I beat Farley's ass. And they didn't even live in my neighborhood.
Right.
After that day, man, I was 7 feet tall. I'm walking around that joint like, with your black self, so fucking what? And that
You don't want it.
Oh,
You don't want it.
It,
I'm black and you don't want it. Then what?
it was over. Erica can attest to this. I had dudes calling me. Oh, I went and got on the cheerleading squad. I did everything after I beat Farley's ass. And every time I seen him, I was like, you better not say nothing.
Joseph
Oh,
said,
it was over for me. That's what did it for me.
I wonder if Farley's watching right now.
If you listening,
Man.
tell us about that ass whooping
Yeah,
then.
tell us how you
Yeah. He
Joseph-
was
How did you
horrible.
feel,
He was
Farley?
horrible. He was horrible.
Joseph said, I never had to physically fight for my respect because I usually stood up for myself with words. I stopped getting bullied altogether in the middle of the 9th grade when people knew I wasn't backing down from any physical fight. I was the only dude in my block who was ready to fight the neighborhood bully, and even he had to respect me for that, although I still couldn't stand that motherfucker. Shamir said I got bullied in elementary school by a teacher and 2 neighborhood kids. Thanks to Bonnie, which is her mom, Mike, which is me, and my aunt in high school. This girl tried it. Yeah, I had the courage then. Time says your power level goes up. Micah said Farley is now known as forever insult. Farley head ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sherelle said the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Need tell follow that.
Yeah,
Farley.
but as kids, as children, you know, it
don't
didn't
until you get older.
didn't resonate like that
Time said
when I was a
Andrea
little kid.
Andrea boosts the confidence for real. She
For
cheat-
everybody.
She the cheat code, Mike. I'm telling you, laugh out loud. She
Yeah.
said that to me too, line for line.
Yeah.
Ray, shout out to my man Ray who watches from West Virginia, said Janine is Miss Sophia.
Sophia.
Oh, gotta go.
Papa Joe said, knock the what out mean? Hey, Erica said, and that word spread like wildfire.
I'm telling you, it was.
Time said, if anybody ever need a pep talk, call Andrea.
Yeah. But going back to kids getting bullied, I mean, we laughing and making light of us coming out of it, but these children unfortunately did not.
But that's what I'm saying. But again, as Shar was alluding to earlier, and you alluded to earlier, that it's levels
It's
now.
different.
Because now you can go and get in group chats on Facebook or wherever and get with a bunch of other kids that's being bullied, and they are chatting on how to kill themselves.
If you Google how to commit suicide as a child, shit comes up. and I couldn't believe it. I would not print it out because I just couldn't believe
I put
it.
it in too just to see.
Did you see
crazy.
it? It literally comes
Unbelievable.
up, and unfortunately, we are the blame for the tech savvy children because even my grandkids at 3 years old, Namaje can do whatever the hell she wants on your phone.
It's just so hard to believe a kid would really do that, though.
It is hard to believe, but they
I just
doing
can't
it.
believe it.
But they don't have
they
no-
Would
they
kill
on a new
themselves?
level. Yeah, it's some new level stuff.
They don't have no other avenue. They don't have nobody else to go
The
to.
social media area is powerful.
'Cause
It's,
if they-
it's
they-
killing.
they-
It's killing.
It really is.
It's killing.
If they can't go to their parents, if they feel it's like they can't go to some, it's a reason why they going straight to killing themselves because they can't go to nobody else.
Right.
So it's somebody's not doing their part and noticing the red flags, noticing what they're not doing, what they used to do. They're not noticing these things, so they feel as though I'm telling you in certain ways, but you're really not paying attention. So I'm done.
They're-
A lot of parents of today is so used to dropping their kids off, trying to take their kids here and there. You know what I'm saying? They ain't taking up time. with
No,
their
they're
kids
not.
no more.
They're not.
Having
kids.
conversations
Or
with them.
Because
or
they're
you're
kids.
or
They-
you hearing the kid, or you're hearing the parents Joan and do all of these things to people. So if this is happening to me at school, why the hell am I gonna come to you? Because you doing it.
Right.
So you probably not even
Or
gonna
telling
understand
you,
how
you
I
know,
feel because you're
toughen up,
doing it.
Or don't worry about what they saying to you. It hurts.
It comes from paying
And
attention
it's
to your
deep.
kids.
And it does.
Like for me, like really, I would love to see the guys that bullied me when I was young.
I would love to see Farley.
Yeah.
They probably
First-
run. They probably run from y'all.
First of all, everybody wants to see
I
Farley
want to
right
see
now.
Farley too.
Because at the end of the day, even though Neen beat your ass, Farley,
We want in on
you was a boy. You was a boy, Damon.
was-
You was a boy, Damon.
I'm telling you right now. I'm taking a page of my Uncle Buzz book. First of all, if Neen came to fight me and as a boy, we not finished until I win. We gonna keep on fighting. I'm never giving up.
You gotta win
I
something.
gotta win. There's no way possible. You're not,
Well,
I'm
look,
not going to school Monday.
It wasn't-
Oh, you got your ass beat by Janine.
And that was the thing. Everybody knew about the fight. So when you
But
got
look,
to school,
look, now-
that shit was a hype.
You lost to a girl.
Now,
Right.
Now, you can tell it's a difference because he should have killed himself back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
Oh,
done
I
got
get
beat
it
up by
because
a
it was
girl.
because the school dogged him.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, you right. You
We
right.
just didn't have that
Pressure is a
mentality
killer
back
by
then, though.
itself.
Yeah.
You right.
So
you
if
right.
that was the case
But
nowadays,
now,
I probably had
He
to
probably
cut
killed
somebody.
himself.
I
It
probably
would-
would have cut somebody.
it would
I would have cut.
definitely
Yeah.
been thought about.
yeah, if that would have happened today,
He would have thought
He
it. He
probably did.
couldn't take it.
Jumped out the bridge.
Erica said he still lives in Flatbush and he's married now.
Oh, we gonna find
God.
Farley.
Taim said,
We taking a road trip. We-
Taim said the communication with parents and the community around him is not strong anymore. And that's what Mike was saying, and that's what we're saying now, that a lot of these parents nowadays is you just want to drop your kid off because you not finished, or you feel you're not finished living your life, you're partying yourself. So they're going to ignore all the warning signs of your kids being bullied, and that caused the kids to be depressed.
Yeah.
Like, check on them.
But-
you just leave them and they on their computer or on their phones. Like, you gotta know what they doing.
Yeah, because you know now, like when I was being bullied and
I
talked
wonder
about.
if Farley told his wife.
Listen, get off of Farley,
Babe,
When
that's
I-
what
when-
happened to
hey,
me.
but
you
it'd
know
be
what
messed
I
up if his
He'll
wife,
find out that he
if
might-
his,
he might-
hey, look,
he
what if his
might-
wife listened to the show? Right, hold on, Farley,
But listen, when
Flatbush,
you so stupid.
hey, baby, I think they talking about you.
He might jump
Share
out
the
well
show,
tonight.
Erica. Share the show. No,
Ain't too many Farleys out
Make
here.
sure Farley hears this, Erica.
no, but you know
He need
what?
counseling.
We don't. Our parents now, the parents now don't do what our parents did. Like, so when I was
No.
being bullied and I stayed in my room too long, you know, your parents will
They
come knock
come
on
in there,
your
"What's
door.
wrong
Like,
with
why
you?
you sitting in this
What's
room
going on with
all
you?"
this time? What you in here doing?
Yep.
The
Yeah.
parents don't do that
No.
Because
anymore.
we were-
Our generation and the one below us, they glad to have their damn kids sitting in the room
Exactly.
out of my face.
Right.
Yep.
We don't do what what the parents did back then. It was no closed doors in my father's house.
Hell no.
What your door closed for?
What you doing?
I will
in
take
here?
that joint off the hinges.
This
No
door
door.
stays open.
Keep the door
At all
open
times.
at all times.
Right.
Yeah, but it's hard for the kids today. It's so hard. I look at my kids every day. Look, hey, what's going on? Even if I sound like I'm gonna ask you the same damn question every day. What's going on in school? How was it? It was cool.
Yeah, it sound corny,
Yeah.
but you definitely need
Have
to
to.
talk to your kids like every day.
Aiden tell me a
You
whole lot
gotta
of
get
stuff.
involved. You gotta
You
stay
got
involved.
to. You have to because
He
that
tell me little
shit.
boy's cussing at school. Dad, this little boy said this. He said that, but I didn't say it. But I told
Yeah,
the
he
teacher.
probably said it.
I told the
He said
teacher.
When a kid
yeah.
says, "But I didn't say it,"
Oh,
They
they said it.
They
Hey,
always
look.
said
repeat
it.
it. They
Hey,
always
look.
You
repeat
said
They
that
said it.
word.
He cussed at home one
always
night.
repeat it.
He cussed at home one night.
Ma,
he
he
said
was
something.
cursing, but I mean, it wasn't me. Though.
He said, "Oh fuck." Austin said, "Boy,
And then if you tell your kid to go to school and cuss the teacher out, they're gonna add their own words.
"Twist to it." I'm telling you,
like they kept my heart."
I did not tell you to say that.
Right.
it was never. I mean, it was never. It has to be seriously bad for the parents now to go up to the schools.
Yeah.
These damn parents be missing parent-teacher conferences and,
But-
and
but-
stuff.
It's like they get mad when
Most
they
parents
gotta
go
go
to
to the
school
school.
now to fight.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They going to school with an attitude.
Attitude off the break.
They ain't
Yep.
talking to these teachers like, you know, calm. They going with an attitude.
Yeah.
Leak. My sister's looking. Hey, Leeka. You know
Leak.
she don't look too often.
And Janelle, that goes back to my
Did
sister.
Leaky ever get in a fight?
They ain't never being proactive. They always reacting.
Yep.
Yeah.
They going straight to the school
Yep.
reacting. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Did Leaky have to stand up for you before?
No. My sister. Again. It's some.
Leaky,
it's-
did you ever get bullied?
No. No. Leeka didn't get bullied in school. She
Okay,
didn't.
whoever
she-
Chris Breezy is.
That's my dog.
Okay, what up, Mike L and
What up,
Lonnie
dog?
and Lonnie B?
What up?
Okay, Chris Breezy. Chris Breezy. Listen here, bruh.
Right, it ain't acknowledge y'all.
right.
It do say let's be clear.
This ain't my
Yeah.
show. This ain't my
Yeah,
show.
Mike
Yeah.
and Lonnie B. Okay, happen to be sitting on Let's Be Clear.
Right.
So I'm gonna need you to go back to your comments.
Say what up, Neen and Becky.
And say what up, Nina and Becky. What's wrong with you, Chris Breezy?
Come on, Chris.
Come on, man.
Shout out to my main man B Rad, my man Brad Farmer, all the way
Hey,
down
Brad.
watching us from Atlanta, man.
But I mean, we could go on and talk about bullying and the suicide amongst kids all evening. But if you do want to know what you can do, there's a foundation called the Jason Foundation, and it's attached to the National Suicide, I guess, Association Prevention. And what it is, they go into the schools and educate the schools on suicide amongst grade school children. But it's not in the schools just off the break. The school systems and the parents and all of those people in the different areas have to ask for it to be there. It's called the Jason Foundation. So y'all might want to remember that and ask for it to be implemented in your schools. Of your grandkids, because most of our kids are older.
Becky watching the show.
Hey, Becky.
Hey,
Thank you for joining us.
Brad said in my Tony voice, happy anniversary.
Thanks, Brad.
Thanks, Brad.
My thing is, as Mike said a little while ago too, that these parents are not involved in these kids' lives as much, or like you said, they just want to just drop them off and do this and that. But as other parents, because you deal with kids on a daily basis, but my thing is, like if we see, like we were talking about the girl earlier, the wife, like if you see telltale signs, that telltale sign to a child might mean a lot too. We might can talk to the kid or whatever, because I'm quite sure it's so crazy how these kids got the heart enough to even kill themselves. That's just the worst feeling.
I want to know how to.
I mean,
Like they
it's-
feel like it's
up, Blue
no other solution.
That's how they feel.
But to just not be here no more.
Hey, but how did a 9-year-old kill herself?
Who? Which one? I had more than one. You talking
Was it
about
Jenkins or-
Mackenzie?
Mackenzie, yeah.
She hung herself.
And a lot of them do
all
that.
of them are hanging themselves.
That's. I was gonna say it, but it's a long. It can be talked about again next week. The kids, that tends to be the easiest way because while they want to do it, they don't know a whole lot of different. You know,
They say that's
they
the
don't have
easiest way
access to other things like pills or stuff like that. So hanging is a one.
Erica say she asked Donovan every day what's going on. If someone get out of pocket, I'm up there in a heartbeat. Erica, fight? Fight?
Now she, but real quick, Erica is right. people just picked on her. But you know why? Because everybody knows that I'm the opposite of Erica. Erica is social. Everybody is Erica's friend. Well, was Erica's friend when we was growing up. And I'm sitting on the sideline like, I don't like her. And why are you hanging with... And then Erica want everybody to be kumbaya. So it's 12 of us that she know, and she want everybody to like everybody, and it's a no for me. I'm a social introvert, if that makes any sense.
Kendrick Scott.
Chaos, what up?
Talking about Mike again.
Okay, all right.
We were too much like family to get bullied to be point of killing
All
ourselves.
right. Listen. We got a few minutes. Kendrick. What's his last name?
Chaos. Call him Chaos. That's my dog.
Chaos. Mike's dog.
Right.
Listen here. I'm going to go right into something after this so we can get all this cleared
Keep
up.
your dog on a leash, Mike.
We're going to go right into what we got to go into.
Oh, Time said hang and break the neck, so it's so quick and painless. That's why they hang themselves.
Okay. Kendrick, this is Let's Be Clear. I am Neen, and that's Becky.
Black girl Becky.
You can't come over here without saying what up.
And it's
So
our
let's be clear.
anniversary.
And it's
too.
our anniversary.
And he ain't
Come
saying
on
happy
now,
anniversary,
dog.
y'all.
Tell him
Come
happy-
on now.
Tell him happy anniversary, y'all.
Chaos. I think I'm gonna have to take a trip down Enfield, Raleigh, or somewhere down there, Rocky Mountain, all of them joints, so y'all can see me, cause this don't make no sense. But since y'all all here, I know that y'all saw on my page that I had a special announcement. I'm sorry, I've been drinking tea because my throat. But everybody knows that Will left Mike's Corner because of his job opportunity.
Yeah, his promotion at work.
So, of course, we sought out to find us a new host that fit the bill. And it's Mike.
The mouth of the
The
South.
mouth of the South
Welcome.
is the new host, the new co-host on Mike's Corner. Welcome, Mike.
Thank you.
Hey.
Yes.
Kendrick got smart too. He said, "I don't know you, man," but he backed it up and said, "Nah, happy anniversary."
Okay, all right.
You was about to catch it, Kendrick.
Shamia said hashtag pink slips.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's all jokes here though, but
the new mouth of the South is here.
Yeah.
yes, Mike is going to be on Mike's Corner, and we named him the Mouth of the South, and y'all have to wait until next week to find out why. But that's who he is. That's my best friend's husband. She ain't gonna be on the show. She just sitting here. That's why she not saying nothing. She don't say much anyway. She don't say much.
I called her Time Smile.
Oh, so everybody that always ask about what's up, Time Smile when Mike is saying it, this is
There
who
she
he's
is.
talking about.
See, look, she was just smiling. She was smiling, and then she smiling. Then that shit count 3. See, look.
Done.
Told you. See, I told you.
3 seconds flat.
Yeah, that shit there.
She got a heart of gold though.
Hey,
Don't
yeah,
let that smile fool you.
that smile. She be like,
Don't let that smile fool you.
like shit. How you turn it
That's
on
what
so
she.
fast?
I think that's what she gave me 17 years ago when I met her. Hi,
Hey,
and then went back to working. So Mike is the new co-host on Mike's Corner.
thanks, Ray, for tuning in, man.
We are psyched for him to be here. Y'all are gonna love him just like we love him.
Yeah.
They say Erica say welcome. Mia say welcome. Joseph, my man, which I apologize. Let me start over. My main man Joseph, also known as Bars.
AJ Throwback.
AJ Throwback, which comes on Win DC Radio.
11 to 1.
11 to 1 tomorrow on Wednesday. Make sure y'all tune in, man. Tune in to Bars. Throwback, man. Great show, man. Make sure y'all tune in.
It's a dope show. It's a dope sholl. Y'all will like it.
Yeah, so make sure y'all tune in to that, man.
Oh, and
But,
also, what y'all forgot, you know what I'm saying? I am the official DJ of Let's Be Clear. And
Yeah, this is
Well, they
it.
know. I don't know if they all know that this is him.
This is who we always talk about.
Yeah. Mike is the DJ for Let's Be Clear and Mike's Corner. So you know what that means, right? He gonna be psyched. He gonna be giving us a lot of music now because he on the show.
Ooh.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
a lot of instrumentals because he on the show.
Oh man, yeah.
DJ Mike L.
Taib said, "Welcome to the craziness." He said, "Welcome to the craziness, Mike."
Oh, he know about the craziness, Tyne. He been around. He know about the craziness. He gonna fit right on in with all of that.
We decided that we was gonna, open it up. I posted it. A couple of people inquired. But again, it was all about the fit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about. And with us, it's like to keep that joint rolling. You gotta have that continuity. And it's so crazy. Like when you sit down with people and you talk to people, and you get a vibe from them. Some people you get a vibe from, some you don't. That's how it works. Even though me and Sean knew each other forever, when he came down in the basement, we just vibed off each other, and we both had the same idea and the vibe. And then that's how it worked.
You can save that for next week.
But
Tuesday, from 6 to 8 right here on Wendy C Radio. Mike's
Y'all
Corner.
let Mike Reed finish.
So then what happened was...
Nah. Mike Reed!
See, look, what had happened was somebody just, got a promotion and, congratulations to my main man, Chill Will.
Yeah.
All love, baby, but I'm sorry.
Will.
Hey, Will, we got somebody coming from the South, baby.
So what happened
And this man's name he's a mouth of the South.
and it's so ironic because a year ago today, or yesterday, we was up in Philly getting cheesesteaks, and I posted that they ain't want the mics together. Wow, what a year.
And now y'all together.
Now we
y'all
together,
together.
Slim. So
Help us all.
A funny thing, like when I first moved here, I was like, I kept saying I didn't ever tell her. I kept saying to myself, how can I get on their show? And then one day I said, I wonder what they let me DJ on their show when y'all was doing it, at the crib. So I was like, kept saying to myself, and boom.
It happens.
I'm
It
here
happens.
and I got a lot of energy.
Yeah, he does. He does. It's gonna be dope.
and Kendrick
I'm
said,
country,
and
but, hey.
Chaos say, and still, mouth of the South. Breezy said, big ups to y'all and salute the mic. Brad said,
Oh, now
Mike.
you want to
Now,
talk?
now we getting all the
Now-
love.
now we getting all the
Now,
love.
when the show almost over.
Smith said, more laughed, I'm with it. Sherelle said, good show, guys. Philly in the house, yes.
Yes.
We'll be going back to Philly soon, so yeah.
So with that being said, we appreciate y'all joining us. We again welcome Mike.
Thank you.
That he will be debuting for the first time next week on Mike's Corner from 6 to 8 on Tuesday, February the 19th. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. We did not get to everything this week. We apologize, but both topics were
That's the
dope.
signs of a great show.
Yeah, so we gonna hold in
that-
sickness and in health for our next show.
Yes, definitely got to
y'all
talk
always
about
got a
that.
great show, though.
Yeah, thank
I
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's be clear.
Thank you. Let's be clear.
Hey, Deucey,
So we love y'all.
prayers out to you and
Yes.
your family.
Deucey
and
loves her dad.
And if you ever need us for anything, man, just give us a call, man. We only one call away.
But guess what I'm not doing? Frying chicken, making white rice and gravy, and string beans. You know what that means. So
got
we
the
love
drink.
y'all. Right. We love y'all, but we
Love
out.
you.
And Mike's Corner will be here next week with their new co-host, Mike. Y'all tune
Mouth
in
of the
next week
South.
for that. Peace.